So this next person, one of my absolute favorite people, and I love them as a poet. And Neta, is this a good time to come up? So if you haven't met Neta Rose, Neta is the fantastic bartender who you are all tipping really well and ordering lots of drinks from, just not for the next 5 minutes. Neta Rose.
Hi everybody. The bar is currently unattended. If you are considering stealing from it, I can see you, so don't, please. Always so happy to be here and to see so many people coming to poetry. Okay, I got 3 little short ones for you today that are very much midwinter poems, getting through this fucking time of year. Time and the passing of it are distant cousins at best. Which is which? They tease you with the knowledge that they know better, and they do know better. At least one of them does. One is a fire that burns long and hot, changing the landscape in perpetual heat and cooling, black and orange, red and white. And in the ashes, soft like silk and crumbled stone, green shoots like a child's shoes, too small to believe they're real, and already almost growing into something that will one day leave you. You see these tweets going around from people my age, elder millennials just old enough now to be shocked that we're old at all, to revel in nostalgia. I see now how easy it is to slip unironically into saying back in my day. Elder millennials love to joke about all the ways we thought we'd die, based on the tropes of kids' TV in the 90s and the movies we weren't supposed to watch, but did. Homesick on Wednesday afternoons with Channel 47 tuned for all-day entertainment. Volcanoes were a strong contender for an elder millennial death. We were pretty sure that volcanoes were everywhere, secretly plotting. Far more clever than, say, geologists. But the all-time, world-class, heavyweight champion of kid threat deaths in the 90s was quicksand. I was terrified of quicksand. Certain in downtown Toronto that every puddle of mud, not to be confused with the band Puddle of Mud, perhaps more worthy of scorn, concealed a suffocating death in the hidden depths under the street or the concrete playground. Well, the elder millennials have grown up. Now, in our late 30s, some finding themselves elder queers, having come after the generation that lost so many. Our fears have changed. Cancer, sure, classic. Poverty, homelessness, absolutely. And on top of those, more than anything else, an unfulfilled life. To live every day like a wind-up toy, creakily acting out the day before. To live gray and know that color exists somewhere. To forget childhood joys and fears. There is a life somewhere that we can believe in. And with the world on fire, we would brave volcanoes and 1,000 pits of quicksand to live it. Woo. And I will do one more for you. This one is for our dear friend and host Ray, who hates all holidays, but especially Valentine's Day. Fucking Valentine's Day, right? Sending young men to grocery stores for winter cold bouquets, hoping the gesture will be enough to buy them grace and maybe a fuck. The red plastic hearts bleed all over the fluorescent floors of drugstore candy aisles, overpriced chocolate, just waiting for the 15th to become cheap, cheap, cheap. I don't hate Valentine's Day. It's not its fault that it's the Ides of February. I did fall in love on Valentine's Day once. I didn't plan it like that, no one ever does. But I'd been primed to fall for a long time then, and the ice was slick that year. And sure, I came to with a broken heart a few months later, but I still don't hate the day. Don't blame the date for the sins of the lover, for the price of Hallmark cards and chocolate boxes. Emancipate the day, I say. On February 14th, we are 6 months from the start of spring. Who wouldn't need something to believe in? Thank you.